Hi, yoga friends. It's been a minute since we've done a practice, and obviously that's my fault because I haven't been making any. And honestly, I've just been a little bit stuck because I kept thinking that I was going to be going back to work. The gyms are going to open up, and the yoga studios are going to open up, and I would be back to work, and then that didn't happen. And then, I don't know, I just got into this funk because life was not happening the way I was hoping or thinking that life should happen. And I know I'm not the only person feeling that way, maybe feeling disappointed that the summer is not being, the way we thought the summer should be. And now it's like nearly over, and we're all still kind of stuck in this COVID nightmare. And it's real easy to get stressed out. It's real easy to just not feel great. And really, we just need some yoga. And honestly, I was used to teaching 4 times a week, and now I'm teaching once, which yay, I get to teach outside once a week, which is nice. But it's not enough yoga for my body to feel good. And I just decided I just gotta get back in there and do some more practices. So that's what's going to happen today, is that we're going to do a practice. And honestly, I have no plan. It's just like, we're just going to do some yoga, and hopefully you'll feel better when it's over with. And as you know, I love to do, we're going to start on our back. So find a comfortable position on your back, and I'll play with the camera a little bit and see if you can at least see me or part of me. Oh, there I went away. Oh, hey Mary, I'm back. All right, so just find a comfortable spot down on your mat. I am so not happy with where that camera is, just because I'm afraid my foot's going to hit it and mess it up. But anyway, just lay back. Leave the world outside your house. If you're practicing outside on your deck or on your patio, then leave the world outside your yard. And just find your breathing. Just in and out through the nose. And if you like, you can think of the breath as a little flame down in the low belly. And as we inhale, we pull that flame up just long and thin, like if you put your hand on top of a candle flame. And then when you exhale, that flame pulls out big and wide in your hips. So big inhale, make that flame rise up. Big exhale, it goes back down. Thinking about what you need to achieve or receive from your practice today. And I went upstairs to get my little knee cushions and did not bring them back down, so hopefully I'm not going to need it. Anyway, think about what you need. Maybe you've got things to leave on the mat. You're holding tension. You're holding just feelings that you just don't want to feel anymore. So this can be about letting go. It can be about bringing new things in your life, opening up your mind to trying new things or doing new things. Maybe if you're still having the opportunity to do those new things. Maybe you're back at work. Maybe you're trying to figure out how you're going to balance as more things are required of us, how we're going to go out into the world, or how our families are going to go out into the world safely. Whatever it is, you start out your practice thinking about what you need from it. It's just more likely to happen. So we're going to do that Kriya, that cleansing breath. So big inhale through the nose, big exhale on my count. So big inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big exhale out. Good, let's do that again. Big inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, let it go. One more time, big inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale out. Beautiful. Inhale and hug your knees into your chest. So hug those knees in. Hug it. Get a lovely shot of my flowered rear end there. Sorry. And just pull those knees in and just hug and rock. Or maybe your hands are on your shins. I'm just going to turn the camera a little bit. So you get less of my leggings and more of my arms. And you can just rock back and forth. You can rock in a circle. Breathe, breathe, breathe. The breath is always the most important. Never sacrifice the breath for the pose. If you're rocking in a circle, then stop the circle and rock the other way. Just finding your breath. No dogs today. I apologize. I was not up to being attacked by my beast today, so they are downstairs chilling. So if you were looking forward to seeing Izzy, you're not going to. All right, come back to center. Reach out for your feet and happy baby. So grab onto your feet. On the inside or the outside of the foot, or maybe peace fingers on the big toe. And continue that rocking. Breathing. Just letting things go. Leaving the world outside. So if the world starts to encroach on your yoga time, just distance it. It's like, yeah, that's happening, and then make it go away. All right, I could stay in happy baby forever. One of my students said, you should just make a class where it's like mostly happy baby. Oh, that would be nice. All right, come back to center. And we are just going to lower that left leg down and hug that right leg in. Hi, how you doing? Are you hugging that right leg in? And then take that right leg, bring it across. Right arm extends, palm faces the ceiling. We look at that palm. Keep those shoulders on the mat. And that right hip's going to lift. Now, you can straighten the leg if you want. You can leave it bent. You can put your thigh or your hand on your thigh for a little extra pressure if it feels good. And just breathe here. Releasing some of that tension, so breathe it out. Just think about tension leaving the body as you exhale. Come on back up to center. Bring that right leg up. Hello, right leg. Now, bend the left knee. Plant that foot on the floor. All right, we are lowering this right leg out to the side. And then lower your left knee down to the floor. As much as it will go, mine is not going to get anywhere near the floor. I don't know if yours will or not. It doesn't matter. You can put your hand on that left thigh, left hand on the left thigh, a little pressure. That feels good. All right, come on back up to center. Now, some options here. We're going to do hanging stretch pose. Slide your hands down and grab on to whatever your hand comfortably grabs, like near the ankle maybe, just depending on how you're put together. And then just pull that leg a little bit closer to you, and that might be enough of a stretch right there. If you want a little bit more, you can always extend that left leg out straight. You can even lift it off the floor a few inches. You can lift your head and shoulders up as I am doing. Whatever feels good to you today. Breathe. And then go ahead and lower your head and shoulders back down. And we're going to take that right leg and we're going to bring it across the body. Just a little bit. Stop when you feel the stretch. And you can keep your hand on your leg, on top of it for a little bit of pressure, underneath it for a little bit of support. So whatever feels good. And come on back up. And one more time, find that hanging stretch pose. So just pull that leg toward you, lift your head and shoulders up. Say hello to your knee. Hi, knee. Breathe. Anybody that wants a super serious yoga class, you know it's not mine. All right, go ahead and switch. So that leg lowers down, the other one comes up. Say hi there, leg. How you doing? Oh, let's circle out that foot. We're going to have to go back and do the other leg, because it's so good to circle out the ankle. So you can't see me circling out the ankle, but that's what I'm doing. So just make the toes go in a little circle one way, and then rock out your ankle the other way. And then we're just going to switch so we can get that other side. So bring that right leg back up and just circle that ankle. We tend to neglect our feet. So, and we don't want to do that. All right, switch that one back. Okay, now we're even. Okay, hug that leg in. Hi there. I'm going to slide over a little bit so I don't hit the laptop. Okay, bring that leg across. Left arm extends. Oh, and do I need it on this side? And you might be finding the same thing, that one side is different than the other. Of course, I was looking at the camera. I need to look at my palm. Breathe. Oh, I want to stay here forever and stretch out this hip. It's so angry with me right now. So breathe that tension out. And come on back up. We're going to find that hanging stretch pose. So slide your hands down to wherever they are comfortable. Maybe it's on the calf. Maybe it's closer to the ankle. And pull that leg closer to you. Now you're going to get a nice stretch in the back of that leg. If you're good here, stay here. If the stretch is good, you don't need to do more. If you want a little bit more, you can lift your head and shoulders up. If you want a little bit more, you can lift that leg up. If it's too much to have the leg straight, you bend the knee. That's all. Make this work for you. You're not impressing anybody, especially here watching my video. You're all by yourself. So you just do what feels good. All right, lower head, shoulders. Bend that right knee. And we're going to lower left leg out to the side, and then we're going to lower our right leg. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now go ahead and come on back up to center. One more hanging stretch pose here. So whatever you want to do with that right foot, keep the knee bent, straighten the leg, pull that leg closer to you, the other leg, the left leg, lifting out. If it feels good, otherwise head and shoulders stay on the mat. And then lower back down. And now we're going to bring that leg across. So left leg comes across. So hand on top of the leg for a little extra pressure, hand underneath for support, whatever feels good. Just trying to get a nice stretch in that hip. And once again, breathe, breathing all that tension away. And come on back up to center. Bring the other leg up to join. And we're going to hug one more time here. A little rock back and forth, a little rock in a circle. That feels good on the low back. If it doesn't, don't rock. Or change how you're rocking. Maybe you can't rock back and forth, but maybe you can rock in a circle. So try it. If it hurts, you stop. You don't have to power through anything. If it's hurting, don't do it. Yoga's supposed to feel good. We don't want pain. Sometimes we want stretching sensation, but we don't want pain. And if you're not comfortable doing a pose a certain way, you need to find another way to do it. All right, back to center, and we're going to rock to the right or the left, or just rock on up to sitting. I'm just rocking on up. And hello. Okay, let's find a good spot for this camera. Okay, now, I'm thinking that's a good spot. Take that right leg and bend it. Whoops. I just messed the camera up. Oh, fun. Oh well. It's just made it smaller. We'll deal with it. Alright, so anyway, you got the leg bent. I'm just trying to figure out. I really need to fix this camera. Escape. Oh, that didn't help. Bigger screen. There we go. Okay. She can be taught. She can fix things. Alright. Sorry. Technical difficulties. If I had a camera person, we'd be all set. Alright, it's not gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to get my leg in the picture. We'll just deal. Okay, so we got that right leg. We have it bent. Lay it down on the mat. Take the left leg, bend the knee, bring it across, and just kind of wiggle around and try to get comfortable in that pose. And this is half cow face. So it's not the most fun pose in the world, but it stretches out those hips. So right now, your hip might be screaming. It might be feeling sensation. We breathe into that sensation. If the sensation is too much, straighten the bottom leg, okay? Adjust and shift until it feels good to you. We want to feel the stretch. We don't want to die. All right, big inhale. Lift up that left hand. Nice and straight, long spine. Exhale, turn and plant. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, turn and look over that shoulder. And breathe into that hip. Breathe into that twist. Getting rid of the things we don't want anymore. The twist starts the detoxing action. The breath finishes it. So you got to breathe here. If you can't breathe in a twist, we back off the twist. All right, come on back to center. Take that left leg and set it off to the side. So now you're here in swan. Nice long spine. Breathe. Nice long neck. Like you're a graceful swan. Breathe. Maybe you feel like a graceful swan. Maybe you just feel silly. It's okay. Either option is fine. Now, we're going to take that right leg and leave it right here in the front. We're going to take the left leg and shoot it back, coming into pigeon. So now here in pigeon, see what I did there? Here in pigeon, you can sit up nice and tall. You can even bend the back leg and turn and reach for your foot. If you're feeling that, you don't have to. It's just an option. I'm not doing that. All right, you can stay up here nice and high. You can come down to elbows. You can rest your head on the floor. You can stack your hands. Rest your head on your hands. And just wriggle around until you feel a good stretch in that pose. So breathe. Breathe into that stretch. Love it and feel it. This is one of those love-hate poses. People either think it's the best thing ever, or they think they're going to die, or they're somewhere in between. The longer you do it, the more the likelihood that you will like it. But until you do, you just kind of got to breathe into it. And then when you're done, go ahead and unwind. You can always pause the video if you want more. All right, now we got to repeat that on the other side. So, left leg comes down, right leg comes across. Nice long tall spine. Wriggle until you get into the right spot. Okay, I gotta get used to the whole backwards camera thing. So breathe, feel that stretch. And might feel different on this side. This might be your good side. You might be like, ooh, this is better. And you might be like, oh, this is not better. It's okay. Inhale, reach up that right arm, nice, long and tall. Exhale, turn and plant. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, turn and look over that shoulder. Now, this arm that's resting on your leg, if you're very careful and your spine is very long and tall, you can use it to get maybe a little bit more twist. Or you can just simply rest your hand on your leg. Or you can just rest that leg, or excuse me, rest that arm on top of the leg and just not make your arm do anything. It's all fine. It's just if you're going to use any kind of pressure at all from that arm, you got to have a super long, tall spine. And we breathe. Now head comes back to center. The rest of the body follows. We're going to take that right leg off to the side. Hello, right leg. Nice, long, tall spine here in swan. Breathe. If you like it here, you don't have to go into pigeon. If you like it here, just stay here in swan. If you would like to come into pigeon, you slide that right leg back and find your pigeon pose. And this is my hard side in pigeon because of that knee surgery I had a while ago, and I kind of had a little relapse with my knee surgery. So this knee's giving me a little trouble. We're hoping this yoga today is going to help. So we honor any body parts that I might be, having issues today, and that's fine. So find your pigeon. Maybe this is your good side. Maybe this is not your good side. One thing you can do is you can always bring that back leg in a little bit closer to the body. If that feels good, it kind of changes the stretch a little more. All right, we are unwinding here. Coming back to center, and we're going to find our table pose. I don't know what little fun and frolic things we have in table today, but we'll see. But we will start with cat-cows. So hands underneath the shoulders or fists for wrists, if that feels better to you. Just depends. We honor what we need to honor. So nice strong base. Hands right underneath the shoulders, no injuries. Knees underneath the hips. Big inhale, we lift the crown of the head and the tailbone. And big exhale out. And we round up. And just flow on through that. Just matching the breath and the pose. Just warming up that spine. Just gentle. We got more work to do later on, so we'll be gentle right now. And just enjoy that. The most soothing poses you can do for your body is this one. So if every day you did some of these, your body would thank you. All right, we're going to get one more good one here. And then come back to center and reset. And I think we're going to do the chaturanga push-ups. So walk your hands out just a little bit here. And then slide yourself forward a little bit so you're not directly on your knees, just knees straight underneath. You're moving them back just a little bit, moving yourself forward just a little bit. And the farther your knees are back, the harder they're going to be. Now, some people are going to want to right away go up to their toes. Don't. We're going to do little pulses, so we're just going to see if I can turn this just a little to get more of the arm. Okay, so hands are close together because you want them scraping the body as we lower down, but we're not going all the way down. We're going to pulse. So we're going to lower just a little bit, and we're going to pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and push back up. See why I didn't want you going on your toes. Come back and just rest in your version of child's pose, whatever works for you. Just a short, quick rest. That got your heart pumping just a little bit, didn't it? Maybe you're feeling a little warm. If you are, yay. We're going to do another set. So come on back up. Make sure you're in a good position. And if it's too hard with your knees kind of slid back, you can always bring them in closer. But, you know, we want a little bit of work. We don't want to be too easy. Not too easy. All right, so lower down just a little bit, and we're going to pulse. 1, you're not going to the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it back. Good job. Yay. Your arms are already stronger. And come on back up. Now find your dolphin arms. So, arms in front of you in a triangle. And slide those knees back a little bit. We are going to curl the toes under and lift. So we're here in dolphin plank. All right, nice strong dolphin plank. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Maybe you got a little muscle shake. If you do, yay. We love our muscle shakes. All right, lift your butt up. Walk back a little bit. One hand underneath the other. Find your down dog. So we're here in our down dog. So just find that dog. Maybe walk that dog a little bit. Breathe. All right, lower the heels back down toward the floor. We're going to lift that right leg up. So right leg lifts up, breathe. We're going to bring it in toward the nose. So bend the knee, bring it in. Breathe and hold. Extend it back up. Lower it down. Push back into that down dog, a little break. And now lift up the other leg. Reach it up nice and long and tall. Bend the knee, coming toward the nose. Breathe. And extend it back up. Lower it down. All right. Lower your hands back into dolphin and then dolphin plank. So kind of wriggle yourself around. Find that dolphin plank. Go ahead and lower your knees down. Breathe. All right, hands right by the shoulders here. Hands by your shoulders. And we're just going to slide them out a little bit more. Coming up into cobra. So just lift the chest a little bit. Look up and breathe. Little break. Come back down. Dolphin arms. We got to get back up. Okay. Dolphin arms in front of us. We're going to lift our knees up. Curl the toes under. Lift up the knees. Dolphin plank. Hold and breathe. All right. This time, right hand plants, left hand plants, full plank. And then push your hips up, lift your hips up, coming into that down dog. So reset here. Okay, take your right foot, bring it over next to the left. Oops, you can't see that at all. All right, so we've got both of our feet next to each other. Now spin the feet and come into full side plank. Kind of a bad camera angle for this. All right, go ahead and lower back down. Spin your feet back. Come into plank. Lower your knees. Little break, child's pose. Breathe. Itch your neck if it's itchy. Okay. All right, coming back up. Table. Giving you a little break this time. Curl the toes under, push up, down dog. All right, we got to do that on the other side. So we're going to turn our feet towards the other side. All right, and then lift up into side plank. You can always bring one knee down if it's too hard. All right, lower that hand. Turn your feet back. Walk your hands back to your feet. Hey, I'm way over there. All right, walking my hands back to my feet. And just forward fold. Big bend in the knees here. Rest your chest. Breathe. Arms can just hang. Opposite elbow. Step on the feet. Whatever you got. Whatever feels good. Maybe you rock back and forth. Breathing here. Just a little break. And now slow, slow, slow. So carefully, you just kind of one vertebrae at a time, coming back up. And you get a lovely shot of my knees. That's how I'm going to move you. Well, I'm not really moving you, I'm moving the camera. Okay. I don't think I need the block. All right, so we're standing up. Bring your shoulders, well, first of all, find a nice strong mountain pose here. So root your feet into your mat. And pull your shoulders down, fingertips reaching toward the earth. Just breathe here. Just breathe. So feel that strength coming all the way up from your toes. So just feel it coming on up through your legs. Little bend in the knees. The chest lifts. Crown of the head lifts. Fingertips are reaching down. Good. All right. So come back to center. We're just going to take our shoulders and bring them up. Bring them up by your ears. And just hold that for a few breaths. So we normally we say keep your shoulders away from yours. Now I want you to bring them up there really tight. All right, big exhale, let it go. Doesn't that feel good? Let's do that again. Big inhale. Up toward your ears, just squinch everything up. And then we'll think about letting all that tension go when we big exhale. Good, beautiful. All right, we're going to do a little backstroke. So right arm comes back. And just like you're swimming, just a little backstroke in a beautiful pool or in the ocean. Feels good. And one more time around here. And then take that right arm and bring it up. Reach up and grab the wrist. Give it a little tug. Breathe. Try to turn that chest up toward the ceiling a little bit. And then exhale. A little more backstroke. All right, now we're going to bring that left arm up. Grab it with the right wrist. Give it a little tug. Breathe. And now arms come down to the waist. I want you to bring your hands here. This is Jagarasana, so if you want to do a little jagger, you can. All right, so take your hands and arms here and pull them back. So kind of pulling the armpits back. Now reach back. Grab onto your hands and give a little tug. Looking up, opening up the chest. Breathe, a little bend in the knees. Never lock those knees out. We're coming forward, so we're going to come forward. You can rest those arms, you can lift them up as high as you want. It's whatever feels good. It's your practice. Stay here a minute, bend in the knees. Don't lock out the knees. Breathe. And we're coming on back up. And release your hands, shake them out. Shake, 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 shake. All right, yay. Okay, we're going to find that mountain pose again. Just peeking to see what time, how long we've been doing this practice. All right, so find that mountain again. Oh, adjust your outfit if you need. I'm looking in the camera and I'm seeing that I need a slight outfit adjustment here. Now, it is asymmetrical, so don't be thinking, oh no, she's really messed up. No, it's just the shirt. All right, root your feet. Root your feet. Find that mountain pose again. I just find this pose to be very soothing. If you need to come back to center, just find that mountain pose and breathe. And just feel the connectedness as you root down into the earth and pull the strength up from the earth into your whole body. This feels good to me. All right, go ahead and open up your eyes if they were closed like mine. And bring your hands heart center. So just focus here. Think about how rooted that left foot is, and we're going to pick up that right leg. So just pick it up. This is hard enough. All right, bring it out to the side and hold it. Now find your tree pose. So that foot goes to the floor and by your ankle. It can go to the shin. It can go to the inside of the thigh. It's whatever feels good, whatever works for you. You want your hands here, you keep them here. You want to lift your arms up, you can lift them up. So just lift those arms up nice and long and tall. Just find your balance. Find a spot. Find a spot on the floor or a drishti. That's what happens when you try to say two words at the same time. So you find a spot that helps you focus and balance. And then you can focus and balance. All right, hands come heart center. Now take that leg, bring it back up in the front again. And now we're going to wrap it around the other. So bend that knee a little bit and just bring that leg across, wrapping an eagle. Most people cannot wrap that leg more than once over, so don't be trying. You can't get your foot wrapped around your calf. Don't beat yourself up. Breathe. I know. She's making us do so much balance. All right, go ahead and bring that leg back up and set it down. And just kind of shake it out a little bit. Walk in place, shake it out. That leg is mad because I'm thinking, kick it out a little bit. It's mad because I had to do all that standing. I know, mine is anyway. All right, come on back. Find that mountain. I love closing my eyes in mountain because it mixes up the balance a little bit. And it helps me focus. So breathe here. All right. Picking up the opposite foot. You can open your eyes. If you want to keep them closed, you can. That really will mess the balance up. All right, now bring that leg out to the side. And then lower it down. Hands come heart center. Breathing. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Finding your tree pose. You want to extend, you extend. I'm not looking at the camera because I'm looking at my drishti to help me balance. And I'm on carpeting, so that makes it harder. That's my excuse, and I'm staying with it. All right, come on back. So bring that leg back out. And now we're going to bend the other knee and wrap this leg a little bit. Finding your eagle pose, or half eagle, because we're not doing the full eagle. If you want to do the full eagle, you can. Extend out the right arm, wrap the left arm around. If you're feeling it. Don't have to. Breathe. Is your leg angry with you yet? Mine is saying, stop it. Stop this right now. All right, unwrap, unwrap. Bring that leg back up, set it down. And once again, shake it out. You want to dance? You can dance. I'm sorry I do not have music. There is a reason. YouTube doesn't like so many different kinds of music that I just kind of gave up doing music. All right, refocus here. didn't tell you which leg to pick up. That is the left leg. You want to pick up the right leg. You want to pick up the same size leg as what you're watching in the camera. I don't care. You're going to do both sides. It doesn't matter. Okay, take that leg and step it back. So just step back. And find your warrior one. I know that could have been fancier, sorry. Breathe. I'll give you fancy in a minute. So now here in warrior one, I want you to just turn to warrior two for just a second, but still keep your hands clasped. All right, so you got the warrior legs. Now to come into warrior one, I want you to think more about turning your chest as opposed to turning your hips. So it really torques that knee, that back knee. So find where your knee is comfortable and mostly think about making the turn come from the top part of your body instead of this lower part of your body. Now, you wanted fancy, maybe. I'm going to say you wanted fancy. Bring your hands down to your thigh. Lean forward, put your weight into that front leg. Prepare to lift that back leg, so push off with that back foot. And lift up warrior three. Now, once you're here, hands go here, they stay on the thigh. They can reach forward. They can go back behind you. Whatever you got. Lower that foot down. Find your warrior two. Beautiful. So nice, strong warrior two. Breathe. What kind of fun can we have from here? Palm turns, reach forward. Lift up, reverse. Looking up. Or down at your back foot. Or out. If either of those options hurt your neck. This hand can half bind. If it wants to, you can just go down the back of your leg. We're going to bring this arm down to the thigh and extend the back arm up. Right angle. So find your right angle. I guess I could turn. Breathe. Looking up. How long are we going to be in right angle? Come on back up, warrior two. Just waiting for somebody to say, I don't want to be in this pose anymore. Find your warrior two. Little bow and arrow here. So bring that back arm forward. Pull that bowstring nice and strong. Inhale and reach for that string. Exhale and pull it back. And really reach and really pull here. Work those arms. And again, and we're going to do one more. So inhale and reach. And exhale and pull. Breathe. And we're just going to switch feet. And do that on the other side. So come on down to your right angle first. So look up, reach up. Come on up. Warrior two. And we've got that bow and arrow on the other side. So back arm comes forward and pull. So inhale and really reach and exhale and really pull. And again, big inhale. Exhale and pull. And we've got one more. Inhale and reach and pull. And we're here in warrior two. Breathe. Big inhale. Straighten the back leg. And exhale, turn. And we're back toward the other side of the mat again. Maybe your arms are a little sore. Maybe we should stay here longer and see if they get more sore. I'm going to get shanked in the parking lot. All right, so take both hands, bring them down. Clasp behind you. Little pull. Open up the chest. Breathe. Go ahead and release. Big inhale and lift. Straighten that front leg. Sky warrior. The difference being not having a bent knee. We're going to reach forward for triangle. So right hand comes forward. Back arm lifts up. Breathing. Come on up. Palm turns, reach forward, lift up sky archer. Once again, just like reverse warrior, only straight leg. Back down, sky warrior. Turn the feet in the other direction. So still in that sky warrior position. Breathe, soften the shoulders, push them down. And then back arm lifts, the right arm comes forward. Triangle. Breathe. Back up. And turn. Hands to the thigh. Got that straight leg still. So we're going to bring our, well, maybe we're good here. All right, so we're here in pyramid pose. So in pyramid, a lot of people need to bring that back foot in just a little bit. So adjust as you need. Maybe we need to come down lower. Okay. So we've got that straight front leg. So you can't see my face. Life is fine. All right. Now, when you don't like it, here you want a better stretch, you can walk your hands down your leg a little bit. If you want more, you can go down to the floor, but there's never anything magical about the floor. Don't think that you got to get to the floor. You're good here, you stay here. All right, both hands are going to come to the inside of the foot. Bend that front leg. And that right arm is right up against that right leg. Nice solid base of support. Take the left hand and bring it to the waist. And then open up. And if you're good here, you stay here with that nice open chest. If you want more, you can reach that arm straight up, or you can reach it out. Whatever feels good. You can even half bind it. Whatever you want. It's your class. Breathe. All right, we are dropping this hand down. Now, the other hand walks across. You got a hand on either side of the foot. We're going to find that dragonfly twist. So change your foot position in the back. So both feet are facing forward on 2 railroad tracks. And now we're going to take that right hand and lift it up, reaching on up for the ceiling. Little twist here. Now this back knee can always go down to the floor. You can just bend that knee and bring it down if that's good for you. You want to have it lifted, you have it lifted. Now, super adventure moment here. If you like, put your weight into that front foot, lift up that back foot, coming into revolved half moon. But if you like the dragonfly twist, if this is too much, just stay here. Breathing. Go ahead and lower that foot. Lower the hand. Straighten that front leg, and we're just going to carefully just roll on up, one vertebrae at a time, coming back up, and then finding that sky warrior, and I'm going to lift you back up. Hey, how are you doing? All right, so we're back here in sky warrior, straight leg. Now we're going to turn our feet. Now we're the other way. Find your pyramid pose in the other direction. So I guess we're back down to the floor. Hands on the thigh. Wriggle your foot wherever it needs to go. You need to bring it in a little bit, you bring it in. Kind of kick that back foot out and come forward. If you're good here, you stay here. If you want more, you walk your hands down further. You want more, hands go to the floor. Whatever works for you. Now maybe you remember from the other side, both hands are going to come to the inside of the foot. So left, and bend that knee a little bit. Left arm, left hand right up against that left leg. Nice solid base. Hand comes to the waist. Turn. Open up that chest. Choose your options. Stay here. Lift the arm. Bring it over. Or the bind. Whatever you like. It's your class. And breathe. Okay, you remember what comes next? Bring that Right hand down, one hand on either side of the foot. We're finding that dragonfly twist. Back knee can go to the floor if you like. So nice solid base, feet on 2 railroad tracks. We're going to lift up that left hand. Lift it up and look up. Breathe. If you like it here, stay here. If you want more, put that weight into the front foot. Push off with the back foot. Lift that back leg. Revolved half moon. Breathe. Head looks down. Head looks wherever it wants to look if you're in a revolved half moon. Whatever keeps the balance. I am looking down because that's how my balance is working today. Go ahead and lower that foot if it's lifted. Remember how we came back up before? We're just going to roll on up. Just one vertebrae at a time. Coming on back up. And then just, instead of turning one way or the other, we're just going to be here with some nice wide feet. Big inhale, reach up long and tall. Exhale, we're going to come forward. If the floor is too far away, use a block. Take a block, put it down. And just bring your head down towards the floor. Hands are in between the feet. Breathe. We're going to walk our hands over to our right foot. So both hands are over by the right foot. Left hand comes to the left ankle. Right hand lifts. Breathe. And then hand lowers down. Walk your hands back in. And we're going to walk over to the other side. So hands go over to the other foot. Left foot. Right hand comes that left ankle. Left arm lifts. Get that nice little twist. And then hand lowers. Walk your hands back to the middle. Put your head toward the floor, however it's comfortable. Now, if you're super flexible, you can bring your hands way back and reach your head to the floor. Maybe your head rests on the floor. Maybe it rests on the block. Whatever feels good. Now, from here, we're just going to find our way into sitting. So carefully come into sitting. I'll bring you back down here. Hello again. All right, we're on the floor. One boat pose, because I'm feeling generous. Instead of like 5 boat poses. Or maybe we'll do one boat pose in wide leg, big toe boat. Say that 5 times fast. All right, so you know the drill. Hands can go behind you for support. They can come on the thighs. You can quit anytime. You don't have to stay up just because I'm up. Pick up one leg. Pick up the other leg. Find your boat. So maybe you're good. Maybe you're right here. Maybe you want to lower down more. Breathe, whatever feels good. And lower a little farther. I would like you to have a nice little shake. All right, come on back up. Bring the knees in, and I want you to try this pose. You don't have to, if you're not good at it, it's okay. So just reach for your toes. And then just open. There you go. Wide leg, big toe. This is real easy once you find your balance. When you're struggling to find your balance, you're probably rolling all over the place. And if that is your experience, welcome to the world. All right, bring those legs back in. And we're going to roll on down to our back. Yay, it's laying on our backs time. So, I'm going to bring you down further. And just lower on down. Bringing the camera for a ride here. Okay, so bend your knees. Arms come out in a T. Breathe. And the knees are just going to drop on over to the left. Head looks right. And then come on back up. And knees are going to drop over to the right. Head looks left. And come on back up. And we're just gonna kind of reset the bend in your knees here with your feet on the mat. Take that right foot and bring it across. So we're making a little 4 with our legs. This is probably a really bad idea. Yeah, that was kind of a bad idea. Oh well. Tried to show you the 4 that we were making with our legs, but anyway. You get the general idea, hopefully. Now, this is a stretch right here, just with that leg across the other. You can take that right hand, a little pressure, stretch out that hip a little more. If you want more, bring the knees in toward you, shoot your hand through the little window, grab onto your thigh. And then if you want more, you can extend that other leg up. See, it look like a great big 4. You can even reach up for the toe of that foot. So whatever gives you a nice stretch in the hip. So breathe into that. Remember, hips hold tension. We're just releasing a little more tension here. All right, now we're going to switch. So bring those knees back down, unwind. That left leg comes across, so knee bends, comes across, makes a little 4. Maybe a little pressure with your left hand on that left thigh. Maybe you bring your knees in and grab onto that thigh or grab onto the shin. Maybe you extend that other leg up. Maybe you reach on up for the toe. So whatever feels good. I'm modifying this a little bit on this side because this is my sore knee and this is what it wants. So if you do one thing on one side and one thing on the other, it's okay. Listen to your body. All right, go ahead, unwind. Hug those knees in, little rock. Little rock. Find your happy baby pose if you choose. You can just stay in the rock or find that happy baby. And just breathe. And then come on back up. And we're just going to rock on up. And come on back into sitting, and we're going to stretch out that neck. So I just learned this stretch. So we'll give it a whirl. All right, so nice tall spine here. Comfortable pose. Take your hands, clasp them, and bring your hands right at the base of your skull, at the base of your neck there. And then just tilt your head down, little bit of pressure from your hands. A little bit of resistance from your neck here. Maybe adjust your hands a little bit to find the right spot. So breathe here. And then release the pressure. Lift your head back up. Now, tilt your head over toward the right. So chin a little towards the chest. Take that right hand to the top and side of the head. Breathe. Release. And then tilt the head down toward the chest a little more and then roll it on over to the other side. So head is reaching toward the shoulder with that ear. Not going to touch it, but it's reaching for it. Bring that hand up to apply a little pressure. And then release. Tilt your chin toward your chest. And then just roll your head on over to the other side. So right ear to right shoulder, toward the back. Left shoulder, toward the front, and chin to chest. We'll get that the other way. So left ear to left shoulder, the back, right shoulder, and toward the front, chin to chest. And then inhale and lift that chin up. Lift it up And then exhale back into the chest, a little bit of rounding. Big inhale, reach up long and tall, and hands come heart center. The light in me salutes the light in you. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today. I'm hoping that some of you I'll be able to see in person really soon, and that this whole thing is over. I don't want to quote the president and say it'll go away like things go away, but hopefully it will go away and life will get back to somewhat normal. Until then, be safe, and I'll see you soon.